Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syarifatul Hasanah. Here I will explain you about Introduction to Linguistic. The topic is Language and Linguistic, Classification of Linguistic, Development of English, Structure of English, Historical of Systemic Functional Linguistic, Psycholinguistic, Morphology, Semantics, Syntax, and the last, Sociolinguistic. Language and Linguistic. Language is a structured system of communication used by humans, based on speech and gesture, spoken language, sight, or open writing. Linguistic is the scientific study of language. It encompasses the analysis of every aspect of language. Linguistic. The study of linguistic is very broad, just like other science. Example, history, history of the world, history of Islam, history of Indonesia, history of science, and etc. Microlinguistic. Microlinguistic, or also known as microlinguistic, is a branch of linguistics that focuses on the contents of the internal system or language. Macrolinguistic, in contrast to microlinguistic, macrolinguistic examines the relationship of language at the level of the external world, whether relates to nature, society, or a scientific discipline. Development of English. English has been spoken in England since around 450. 449 is the date given by the Venerable Bede in his history, written in the early 8th century. The three main groups were Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. By and large, the Angles settled in the middle and north of England, the Saxons in the south, and the Jutes in the area of present-day Kent. Structure of English. Prefix is a word part at the beginning of a word. When a prefix is added to a word, it changes the meaning of the word. It creates a new word. Suffix changes the meaning of a word. Synonyms are words that are similar in meaning. Example, smart. The synonym is clever. Antonyms are words that are opposite in meaning. Example, smart, the antonym is stupid, and beautiful, the antonym is ugly. Historical of Systemic Functional Linguistic. According to Systemic Functional Linguistic, the approach of language teaching consists of two grammars. There are systemic grammar and functional grammar. In systemic grammar, language is a part of a system of society. We cannot separate between language and society. Then, functional grammar is how to use language for metafunctions. Meaning of language is the meaning of one thing can be mean everything or nothing. Systemic functional linguistic talk about context. So, language means text. Every language is appears is registered. Psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistic is a branch of study which combines the discipline of psychology and linguistics. It is concerned with the relationship between the human mind and the language, as it examines the process that occur in brain while producing and proving both written and spoken discourse. Morphology. Morphology is the study of the basic building blocks of meaning in language. These building blocks, called morphemes, are the smallest unit of form that bear meanings or have a grammatical function. So, morphology is the study of word formations in a particular language. Semantics. Semantics is the study of the meaning of word and sentence. At its simplest, it concerns with the relations of linguistic form to non-linguistic concepts and mental representations in order to explain how sentences are understood by the speaker of language. Syntax. Syntax is a branch of linguistics that studies the rules that govern the formation of sentence. And the last, sociolinguistic, the study that is concerned with the relationship between language and the context in which it is used. In other words, it studies the relationship between language and society. It explains when people speak differently in the different social contexts. It discusses the social function of language and the way it is used to convey social meaning. Thank you for watching. I hope this video can be useful for you all. And the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.